Hello there. If you're a student at University of Bristol or you're just visiting Bristol and you're wondering where to eat, you're in the right place. Today I'm sharing some of my favorite food spots around Bristol, specifically University of Bristol's campus. These spots definitely made my life easier and helped me survive studying because who doesn't love good food? If you ever find yourself studying at Beacon House, Senate House, or Arts and Social Sciences Library and you're starving after hours of work, these food places are literally lifesavers because they're very close by and you don't have to go to a long distance. And by the way, stay tuned till the ending. I'm sharing my favorite bubble tea place because what is life without bubble tea? And it's near campus in the perfect cozy spot if you need something refreshing. Because sometimes after studying, you don't need food. Honestly, it's not going to work. You just need bubble tea. Bubble tea makes life better. Before we get into the first food spot, say hi to my mic holder for the day. It's literally a spoon or whatever. Last time I used something like this, but it's too slippery. I normally use pens. I don't know. I need to find something better to hold it. Let's get into it. Starting with the first food spot is the legendary one and only historical Jason Donovan. This food spot is a Bristol icon, a UOB love line.
And when I'm back in Chicago, I feel it. Now everything's technicolor. Hey now, this is what dreams.
Everyone literally loves this place, even for people who are not students. I have seen reviews where people are like, if you have not gone to Jason Donovan, you have not been to Bristol, especially if it's a night house, then you've not experienced Bristol fully. So I love this place because I have so many memories with it. And they have donors and chicken kebabs, as well as burgers, wraps, and sides. So the sides could be fries or nuggets, it just depends. My favorite thing to get from them is their half chicken burger, which is very filling and it's literally £4.50. I have also tried their chicken and chips, which I also really love, but then my favorite is the burger. So, guys, I feel like this food spot is in the perfect location. It's literally sharing a wall with Beacon House Library. Once you come out of Beacon House, it's just there, which I think is really amazing. So, it's very perfect for a quick snack after a long night of studying. It's literally 5 minutes walk from Senate House and Arts and Social Sciences Library, which is open 247. I love that it's open 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. So you can get something from them during a night out. And I love that you just know that you're getting good food. Moving on to the price range, they are very affordable. Everyone says that you could actually get a good meal for £5, maybe without a drink, I guess. But then they're very affordable, especially for broke students because we're always broke as students. So what do I love about the place? I love it because the service is very fast. So you know how I said everyone loves it? It's mostly always busy, but then weirdly, it's the first place I've been to, no matter how busy it is, like, they're so fast and I love that. So whenever I see a long line, it doesn't throw me off because I know that they would be able to serve me as quickly as possible. I won't have to wait for so long, which I think is very important. The second thing is there's this guy that's very friendly. I think his name is Jason. I don't know, but he is always there. He's just so friendly, especially when it's not busy. He tries to ask you questions and gets you in a conversation. So I love that, which makes the experience just better. The last thing is the portions are very big. I cannot even finish what I get from them in one sitting. I have to split it into two. So you just know that you're getting good value for your money. So what don't I like about them? The first one is they don't have a dedicated seating space. So like I said, it's a van, but then fortunately there are benches around it so you can sit there, but it doesn't have a dedicated seating space. So that's something I don't like. The second thing is they open by 8 p.m. because sometimes I love them so much that I feel like eating it in the afternoon, but you have to wait till after 8 p.m. The third thing is it gets crowded during weekends. There's always a long queue, but the good thing is it's always entertaining because it's people that are there after a night out and everyone is just crazy and just get to see people with different characters and personalities while you're waiting for your burger. So maybe it's not a con, but then if you're in a hurry, it is. The last con is if you're not around Clifton or UB campus, if you're coming from another side of Bristol, I do hate the fact that you have to walk up Park Street and go past that, except if you're taking a bus or an Uber. But I mostly walk around Bristol. So if I am not in the campus area, I know that I have to walk through that street, which kind of demotivates me. But honestly, sometimes it is worth it because the food is really good.
Jason Donovan, what is your kebab order? Large on a kebab, garlic, chili, onion, lettuce, cabbage, everything. Do I go for the chips or do I go for the bab itself? Go crazy, brother. So there we go. Just if you're on Instagram, come to Jason Donovan. Jason Donovan, I'm gonna give you a million out of 10.
Personal story that I have with this place is when I was studying in Beacon House or Arts and Social Sciences, I actually used it as a motivation. So if I get to the library by, for example, 4 p.m., I'm like, okay, Zainab, if you stay till 9 p.m., then you get to buy Jason Donovan. So it was literally my motivation. And honestly, majority of my money was spent there, but I think it was worth it. I used it as incentive to study, and I got to eat a good meal at the ending of the day. And I would walk back to my student accommodation with my burger, knowing that I couldn't wait. But yeah, that's that. Moving on to the next food place is Kukuru. Guys, this is my second baby, or even my first. I love Kukuru so much. It's my favorite food spot because they always deliver whatever it is I am looking for, whether I'm on a budget or not, whether I want something fancy or whatever. Amazing place. They have huge portions. Their food is tasty. So if you're not a student and you're just a tourist, this place would always deliver. You just know that you would get good food here. It's also very accessible to UOB libraries, 10 minutes or less walk from any of them. So they're basically a Korean Japanese fusion food place. That's what they said. They serve a variety of rice bowls, hot foods, and sushi sets. They are famously known for their sweet chili chicken, katsu chicken curry, and sweet and sour chicken. They also offer a variety of bubble tea drinks if you don't like soft drinks. I feel like out of all the places I'm going to mention, this is the cheapest in the sense of like portion size is what you're going to get, because you can get a rice bowl for £8.95 and there's a lot in it. I cannot eat it in one sitting, and I'm a huge foodie. Sometimes I have to like eat the whole bowl 3 times. So as a student, you just know that if you get this, you're going to be full. You're not wasting your money. It's not one of those places where you buy food and then a few hours later you're hungry. My favorite thing to order from them is their sweet chili chicken. Guys, this thing is so amazing. I don't know how to explain it. I have eaten it a million times. I know that's an exaggeration, but I always get it. Oh my god, if you're Nigerian, you guys know rice and stew, right? I swear to God, it tastes like Nigerian rice and stew. The first time I had it, it just tasted similar. Not exactly, but it's the closest you can get to rice and stew, but then it's not rice and stew. The vibe and atmosphere of the place is very lively. If you are looking for somewhere quiet, that is not your place, because I think there are mostly students there or tourists, because like I said, it's in the center of a very famous building. So nothing calm or quiet. It's very student friendly and actually also family friendly if you have children. So things I love about the place. First of all, they have nice seating upstairs as well as plugs, so you could work on your computer there and eat if you don't mind the liveliness there. Unlike Jason Donovan, it's not one of those places where you have to like get your food and go outside to eat or walk or sit on a bench. Second thing is the portions are very big and filling. I feel like you won't understand it unless you go there, but then it's just a lot. Thirdly, it's wheelchair accessible in the entrance, which is really good. And lastly, they have vegetarian options. I have also seen a lot of reviews and people have said their customer service is very nice. They're really pleasant. I don't really notice things like this except if the staff is extra nice, but then I have seen a lot of reviews of people saying their staff is really friendly and helpful if you don't know like how their menu works or you're not sure of the best options. So that's good. Things I don't like about them, first of all, they close by 9:30 and I feel like they're so good. I wish they were open till late at night or maybe 247, so that when you're studying, but maybe if you're studying at night, you won't want to eat something that heavy. Honestly, I would eat something like rice. Guys, fun fact, this branch of Kukuru has not been open in Bristol for up to a year. Guys, my light keeps going off. Bear with me. Struggles of a small content creator, YouTuber. Back to what I was saying. This Kukuru branch in Bristol has not been open for up to a year. So now it's May 2025. Quick story. When I first discovered Kukuru, it was when I went to Bath with my friend and she introduced me. I loved it so much, but I kept complaining that Bristol doesn't have Kukuru. So I was used to chopsticks. They have a similar concept to chopsticks. But then after I had Kukuru in Bath, I could not go back to eating chopsticks for a very long time. And literally, to show you how much I loved it, I would always find an excuse to go to Bath just so that I could get Kukuru. Tell me why after I left Bristol, after my dissertation, and when I came back for my graduation, I just randomly saw Kukuru opposite Will's Memorial. That was during my graduation. I'm like, oh my god, I was so happy. And I was kind of annoyed because what do you mean after I have left Bristol, now my favorite place is literally close to like libraries where I studied? I think it's a good thing because my money would have actually been gone if Kukuru was that accessible to me. Next food spot is G's Chicken Shop. And this is a very popularly loved fried chicken spot in Bristol. It's very known. They specialize in Taiwanese fried chicken. If you're looking for a good fried chicken, I would recommend here. There's always a line when I walk past them. They have a wide variety of seasonings that you can choose from, including garlic, chili, seaweed, plum. A lot of people love the plum seasoning. My favorite thing to get from them is their wings and their chips. Oh my god, like their fries are so nice. It doesn't feel like fries, but then it's fries. I don't know what they've done to it. And I like to add garlic and pepper to it. I've actually never tasted any fries like theirs because I can clearly remember the first time I bought it, I was eating it on my way back to my accommodation. I was walking and I was eating it because I knew it's best when it's hot. Normally, I would have waited till I got home. That's how good it is. I don't know. There's something about their chicken. I honestly don't know how to explain the taste of food, but it's not like your normal fried chicken from KFC. They're also popularly known for their volcanic cheesy chicken. Like it looks so nice, but then I'm not a cheese person. I've never tried it, but there's a lot of positive reviews about it. People also love their popcorn chicken, so you could also try that. I love that apart from chicken, they also have crispy octopus, crispy squid, crispy tofu, and garlic chicken gizzard, which I think are really interesting options to try. I've never had these. They are also budget friendly, so you could spend 10 to 15 pounds. They are not as budget friendly as Kukuru or Jason Donovan, but then they have some certain meal deals where you could get a type of chicken that they offer with chips and a drink or bubble tea. You could choose either a drink or bubble tea, and it ranges from like £10 to £12.50 depending on the type of meal deal, which I think is reasonable. It might not be as filling and a huge portion like Kukuru, but then you're also getting a good meal. So about their vibe and atmosphere, it's definitely not cozy. It's lively. It's mostly always packed. It's not really a place that you go to sit and eat your food. It's like where you go to get your food and then you walk while eating, or you find somewhere else to eat, because mostly when I see people with their brand logo, mostly people are walking and eating or seated somewhere. They have seating, but like it's very limited. The space is very small, unfortunately, but people don't really care because the food is worth it. Another good thing about them is from their shop, like there's a place you can sit and you get a very good view of Wills Memorial Building, which is a very historical building in Bristol. So that is good, but you only get that seat when it's not packed, which is rarely, maybe on weekdays, morning and afternoon. But once it's evening, forget about it. To show you how much I love this place, I remember there was a time my friend was coming to visit me here from Bristol, and I told her that she should bring the chicken for me. That is how good it is. Imagine me telling someone to bring chicken over a 2.5 hour train ride. So, thing I don't like about them, first of all, there's no toilet. I really have a thing with toilets. I rate how good a restaurant, a hotel is based on their toilet. It's also not wheelchair accessible. Another thing is their service is not quick. I don't know why. I know something that contributes to it is the fact that, like I said, it's always busy. But then, even on days that I have gone when it's not busy, you still have to wait a long time. They have this fancy thing that they give you, which is like, I don't know, a buzzer or something that rings you when your food is ready, which is cute, but then you always wait for a long time. So depending on what you get, the portion size would not fill you up. So, for example, if you get something like just the popcorn chicken without a meal or something, I don't know, but like you won't really get filled up. But the wings are actually a lot. So if you get only the wings and without a meal, like you're still good, it would fill you up considerably. The next food stop is Nando's. So Nando's is a popular restaurant chain in the UK and actually across the world. They have over 1,200 outlets in 30 countries. If you're someone who lives in the UK, you already know about them. They're not a small food spot, they're an actual legit restaurant. But then I'm adding them here because I found myself visiting them sometimes after study sessions. And it's not like a high end restaurant, it's just Nando's. They're famously known for their peri peri chicken and their sauces. Their sauces are that good. They're actually even sold in retail stores apart from the restaurant, as well as their sides. I really like their sides. I would be sharing my favorite thing to order from them later. The type of foods they serve are peri peri chicken. People mostly get the platters. They have burgers, wraps, as well as pitas. They have a wide range of sides, so coleslaw, garlic bread, corn on cob, rainbow slaw, creamy mash, and spicy rice. You also get to choose your spice or sauce, so it could be extra hot, medium, lemon herb, or extra mild. So price range for Nando's, this is a bit tricky, honestly. I won't call it affordable for students, but if you want to just splurge, like it's not actually expensive for students depending on what type of the month it is, but you won't get like something good for £10 like all the other places I've mentioned, but you could get something decent for £15 to £20. So let's talk about my favorite order, and it's very simple, nothing too expensive or complicated. It's basically the half chicken with two regular sides. But then with the sides, I like to get the coleslaw, not the rainbow slaw. There's a difference. Coleslaw and peri peri chicken chips. I don't like to add their sauces. I just like to add the ketchup in the coleslaw and mix it, not have it with the chicken. It's just a combination thing I have, and I really like it. It tastes nice. On some days, I like to get the garlic bread, but that would be a different cost. It doesn't come with the regular side because having two regular sides with half chicken, it's a combo. If you want to get the garlic bread, you would have to get the side separately, but it doesn't really change much. It depends on my mood. Another side of theirs that I love is their corn on cob. Apart from that, I haven't really tried much of their other sides. I like the creamy mash. I like the mashed potatoes. One thing I don't like from them for some reason, I don't know why, is their spicy rice. I don't know. I just don't like the rice. It doesn't taste nice. So things I love about this specific branch, they have comfortable seating. There's Wi-Fi. You could work there, like sit comfortably, maybe take a break from the library. You could hang out with friends there. The ordering system is very efficient. You don't actually have to follow a long line. When you sit down, you just need to scan the barcode on your table and then you can place your order and it's brought to your table. So that's good. I love their ordering system. Although that branch can be very busy, especially during peak hours, because it's kind of in the center and it's near a touristy location. So if you're looking for a place that's not lively, somewhere that's quiet, I don't think it's your go-to place, except on days where like it's a weekday and maybe like early afternoons, then you can get away with it being quiet. One more thing I don't like is they close by 10 p.m. I wish they were open to like 1 a.m. They also have a reward system. So if you download their app, you could accumulate chilies. That's what they call them. And if you have 3 chilies, I think you get a quarter chicken, 6 chilies, you get a half chicken with a side, something like that. I love this because I feel like they actually have the best reward system for like restaurants or cafes because you actually get good real food compared to some places where it's like you have to buy 10 times and then you just get a coffee or something like that. So this is for if you visit Nando's frequently, which I did. I have gotten so many free chickens and I love that. A little personal story with Nando's. I love adding like my stories to things. That is why I make videos. So the first time I knew Nando's was during my bachelor's in India. I was in India for like 5 years and where I lived was Greater Noida. So the Nando's we had was not in Greater Noida. So we had to go somewhere in Delhi. So I always looked forward to going to that specific mall. It was like Select City Walk or Ambience Mall. It was kind of like a treat thing when I would leave Greater Noida to go to Delhi to get Nando's. Sometimes I would go for shopping and get Nando's, or I would sometimes just leave just to get Nando's. So coming to the UK and then having Nando's easily accessible compared to in India when I had to get a metro or take an Uber. I really miss living in India a lot. I don't know whether maybe subconsciously the reason why I got Nando's a lot was maybe trying to relive the experience. And funny enough, it tastes the same, like literally the same. I find it so interesting how restaurants are able to achieve that because imagine a whole different country and then it still tastes the same. So the next place is a bubble tea place and it's called Joe's Tea. Guys, I love this place so much. It's my second favorite bubble tea place in Bristol. I made a whole video reviewing my favorite bubble tea spots in Bristol. I mostly go to the one that's opposite Sainsbury's. It's closer to Beacon House. They have different types of bubble teas. They have the brown sugar range, the fruit range, different types, a very wide variety, honestly. They aren't the cheapest compared to other bubble tea places. I really love this bubble tea because it tastes so nice. And compared to my favorite bubble tea place, which is Cop, I really love this one because the tapioca pearls are so nice. Like they're tiny, they're little, they're just easier to consume and chewy. Like they're the best tapioca pearls I've ever had in my life. And then the milk is like creamier and thicker than Cop. So it's really nice. The specific branch I would recommend, which has a really nice ambience and the seating is really comfortable. So you could not only get bubble tea, you could actually take a break from like the library and sit there to get some work done. Is the one that's opposite Sainsbury's. It's better than the other location. My favorite thing to get from them is their brown sugar milk deluxe. So I love that. You could get a good bubble tea for like £5 to £7, including like extras and stuff like that. It won't be up to £10. I don't think you would get something good for £4, but you might. The atmosphere is really cozy. It's never lively or rowdy or too crowded. I love that. It's so calm. And then the lighting, they have little decors. There's also self checkout in case of some days where there are lines. Don't forget to check out the video where I give a more in depth review about the bubble tea places in Bristol and the ones you should avoid. Don't waste your money on them. Like, just check the video out. I'll link it in the description down below. I don't really have any cons for the place except they close by 9 p.m. I really find that annoying. Why do bubble tea places close by 9 p.m.? Honestly, I find that I don't like it. I really wish they're open till like 11 or 12 because you see, the reason why I'm adding bubble tea to this list is sometimes when you're studying, you don't need food. You just need bubble tea to just get your mind, your brain going, to refresh it. So, all those midnight study sessions, it would be really nice to have a bubble tea place that's open. If there's anyone that can do something about that, that's watching this video, please do. It would really help the life of students. I'm actually no longer a student, if you did not realize when watching this video. So I'm advocating for current students. I'm like a whole graduate now. Yeah. I'll start a petition to have bubble tea places open till like 1 a.m. I think that's a good time. A core memory I have with this Joe's Tea branch, sometimes I would go to the libraries and I'll be like, okay, Zainab, if you go to the library, then you can get bubble tea on your way back home. Or during class, I'm like, just stay till the ending and then you know you can get bubble tea on your way back. It's in such a not good location in terms of like my pocket because I spent my money a lot there. You couldn't avoid it. It was literally on my path back home. So sometimes even days when I did not want to, and I'm always like, ah, Zainab, you deserve it. That was a very long class. You went through a lot, or that was a very long study session. You deserve it. And that was how £5, £6, £10 racked up. I hope you visit any of these spots and you found this video helpful. I know how studying can be mentally tasking, especially during exam season, and these food spots really made my masters and study sessions bearable. So I hope this video helped you. And let me know if you have tried any of these spots or which one you're specifically looking forward to trying. Actually, if you try the places, please come back and give me your review in the comment section below. I would love to know what you think. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.